Hi, this is Ian Troy, and I'm here with Juan Romero. Juan, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it. Tell me, how long have you been promoting fights in the New Mexico area?
3 years now. Three years, but I've been in boxing my whole entire life. My family comes from boxing, from a boxing background, so it's something I have passion for.
What started you? What put the idea in your head? You know what? I'm going to be a promoter.
My family, actually. My brother. I wanted to start a corporation where we can all be involved. And who else to start it with but my older brother, who was a 3-time world boxing champion.
You have a show coming up this weekend, and I want to give you an opportunity to tell us a little bit about your card.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal card that I tell you and tell everybody else. I pride myself on competition, and I try to put these guys up to where they're 50-50, if not close to 50-50 in competitiveness. This makes a show, an exciting show, and makes fans want to come out and see it. One thing I tell them is that it's different, is that when these guys are walking to the ring, you don't know who's going to win.
Unstoppable, Sky City, Hotel Casino, and that's this Saturday night, the 6th, correct?
That's correct. This Saturday night, the 6th. If anybody who's a boxing fan and wants to come see competitive boxing, this is where you need to be, Sky City Casino. On the 6th. It's going to be phenomenal. The fight card is great. Awesome lineup. Wonderful young boxers, talented. I mean, just come out and support them.
And you also have Joaquin Zamora, who's on an 11-fight winning streak. He's going to try to extend it to number 12. The fight card is stacked from top to bottom, and there's no reason to be sitting at home on Saturday night. Come out and see the fight.
That's right. Joaquin is 11 straight victories. He's going to make it 12. Try to climb our way back up into a top 10 contendership and maybe for a title.
I like to ask everybody that I see and get in front of the camera, what's your goal? In the next 2 years, where do we see Juan Romero?
Well, hopefully continue doing what I'm doing, and that's just, getting to the top and becoming world champions one fight at a time. Now that's my model, it's on my card, getting fighters to the next level, one fight at a time. I pride myself on putting on good, competitive shows, and I tell everybody, this is what boxing should be. This is what boxing is, and this is what boxing should be.
Hi, this is Ian Troy, and I'm here with my guest, James Piar. James, thanks for taking the time to do an interview, man.
No problem. How you doing?
Doing great, man. We're here at the press conference for Juan Romero Promotions. Tell me about your opponent that you'll be facing.
Well, my opponent is going to be Isaac Hidalgo out of Arizona. He's 3 wins, 4 losses. I'm pretty sure about that. He's a good, strong kid, comes out, likes to bang, but, we've been training hard and everything to trying to get this done, so trying to build our record, freak out some champions in New Mexico.
Now, you've been boxing pretty much your whole life since you were a little kid, is that correct?
Yeah, since I was 6 years old.
Okay, and tell me about growing up in a boxing culture. Is it everything you always wanted to do? It's all you ever wanted to do?
Basically, my dad boxed, and we just followed his footsteps, and we started boxing, and we ended up liking it, me and my brother Sammy. So we just followed our footsteps and just kept going with it.
Okay, tell me about who you train with on a day-to-day basis.
Alright, well, basically it's like my dad takes us to the gym, My dad trains us, he's our trainer. Freddie Escobar, he's our co-trainer. And then my brother Simon Piar, I train with them, spar with them. We have Joaquin Zamora all the way to freaking Matthew Escobar coming down to spar with us. Pretty much everybody who needs sparring, we help them out. If we need sparring, they'll come back and help us out.
Okay, very good. I heard a rumor about 125-pound weight division getting started in the WEC, and you're thinking about possibly making the jump to WEC. Is that true?
Yeah, might as well. If I can hold the title in boxing, I don't see why I couldn't hold the title in MMA. I have Damasio Page, Carlos Condit, Leonard Garcia, all to train with, show me all the ground game, and I think I could do pretty good at that weight class in MMA.
Okay, and now let's say you do start fighting for WEC, and that's going to split your priorities. Do you ever see yourself giving up boxing and moving all the way to MMA, or is MMA just like you just want to try it out and you're mainly a boxer?
Mainly a boxer, but you never know how it goes. Could be money in there, could be money in both of them, but I always have love for boxing.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're a competitor, you love to compete, and you'll fight, whether it be boxing or
MMA, kickboxing, don't matter.
You just want to get it all done. So how old are you?
I just turned 21.
So the 21-year-old got your whole career fighting in front of you. Let me ask you, what are your goals for the next 2 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
Hopefully Juan Romero builds us up and we get a title shot. We've been looking forward actually to see David Proa get to 10-0, myself get to 10-0. Maybe me and him can have a local duke it out for a title.
This is Ian Troy, and we're here at the Hilton with David Proa. David, thank you very much for taking the time, man.
Same here, Ian.
Now, tell me about your last fight. I heard you just came off you just had a pretty devastating knockout in your last fight.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting that myself. I was ready to go the 6th round with Ricky Vasquez. Somehow I pulled it off, dropping 4 times in the 1st round. So it went pretty good. I was expecting a clean war, you know, he's a good guy. You know.
Ox Wheeler, he says that you're one of the top 3 people that he's been hit by. He says you're a really powerful guy. Talk to me about what you do to develop your power.
I believe it's all in the training, in my bones, my muscles, you know, it's just born with it, and then I enhance it with my hardest training.
Okay. Now tell me about this fight coming up. Tell me about your opponent.
Don't know much about him. The guy I was gonna fight pulled out. They brought some cat out from Arizona, so I don't know too much about him. But I'm ready for whoever wants to get at me.
Okay. How do you feel about that? You know, a lot of fighters I talk to, they're game to fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. Does that change your game plan when they change your opponent just a couple weeks before the fight?
No, it doesn't. I train harder than ever for anybody, you know. I'm ready to go the rounds. You know, I'm ready. I'm there for whatever they want to change. The boxing's the same game. The only thing they can change is the opponent, you know.
Now, talk to me about your goals. Where do you see yourself? What's the next step for you? And then furthermore down the road, where do you see yourself in 2 years?
Wherever life takes me, you know. I'm ready for whoever. They're bringing me some cat, I think next month in July from Top Rank. So he's supposed to be real good. I'm ready. I'm real good also. I'm training harder than ever for this next fight.
David Proa. David, thank you for taking the time with me.
For sure, bro.
Hi, this is Ian Troy, and we're here at the Hilton, and this is David Proa. David, thank you for taking the time.
For sure, anytime.
He just gave me a look like I messed something up. What did I mess up?
Proa.
Proa.
There you go.